Alright, so after my many years of working in Blackboard and struggling, it seemed like every semester to get grades weighted, I have come up with my own pattern, I guess, my own process of how to get this weighted column grade to actually work effectively. So I want to pass that information on to you. The first thing I do is I set the categories, my grade weight categories, and I come into Manage, Categories, and the very first thing that I do is I delete everything here because I don't like it. I don't like the way that it all looks and all that good stuff. And I can then create my own categories. So I can name one category as, tests or exams, submit. I can create another category for homework, submit. And I'm going to create another category, on, let's say, participation. Alright, and then submit. Now that I have my categories done, I can come back into the full grade center and then work on my weighted grades. So I'm going to back up here, and in order to do that, I'm going to come into my weighted grade column and I'm going to edit my column information. And I'm going to scroll all the way down. Down here is where my categories are that I can select from. And you can see that there are some things that you just can't delete, but I can find the things that I have created. So I can say my tests and exams come over here, and these are going to be worth 30% of my grade. I'm just coming up with numbers off the top of my head. Homework is going to be 30% of my grade. Cancel. Participation is going to be 20% of my grade, and it keeps a running total down here. So far I have 80% of my grade weight. So I'm going to find another thing in here. Let's say I'm making them do a bunch of journal entries. I'm going to add journal over here, and that's going to be worth 20% of their grade. Now it's 100%. Calculate as a running total, yes, and at the very bottom of the page, I'm going to hit submit. Now if I already have things in this grade center, then what I can do is edit them. So pretend I've got my course concerns discussion board. I can edit this column information and then assign a category to it if I haven't already done that. So my category is home or classwork. I'm going to change that to participation. I haven't created a due date for it, and then hit submit. Now anything I make in those categories, the weight will be what I've already assigned it. So I can come into my assignments tab here and I can create a test, and I'm going to go ahead and hit submit. I'm just making all this stuff up now. As I create assignments, I need to add that category to it. So this is already going to be included in the test category, and if I find out that it's not, then I can change it in the gradebook. So here's my test. I can come back into my gradebook and double check to make sure that it's in the correct category. There's my test category. Edit column information. Category tests, I want this to be tests and exams. And so that's how you can assign these categories to all of your assignments. If you only have 3 or 4 categories, it's pretty simple to do. And then generally in assignments, it will automatically ask you to determine which category to go into. So hang on a second and I will go back into this assignments tab. I'll create an assignment. So here's an assignment. This is going to be a paper. I'm not going to put any descriptions in. Points possible. It's going to be worth 80 points. And then down here, where's the category section? Then I can change it in the grade book, in the grade center, into the category that I want it to go into. So back to the grade center. There's my paper. Edit column information. This is going to be in homework, and then submit. So that's basically how I have always done the weighted grades. If it works for you, then by all means use it. If not, we can work together and try to figure out something else that might work a little bit better for you.